Who do you expect?
Yeah.
AD carry bans or jungle bans?
More. I think jungler generally. Maybe we see an Orion Solo ban, and then just generally the OP picks. You know, Ashe, Kayn.
We have a Kayn,
we have
as
the Kayn
you said.
They didn't want to risk it.
They had a 6 ban.
So that was one of the picks that was kind of off meta from King that played in the finals. So they're taking it away from that. And
looks like they did their research.
I mean, it's still a flex pick as well. You could
It's
pull it out in bot lane.
Yeah. But I didn't see Ziggs recently at all in competitive.
Yeah, that is true. But I think that also makes it more of a wild card because it's not only like something like comfort champ you could actually throw out, but also something you're not really like as G to Hell, you're also not comfortable to play against it, so you just want to take it out.
Yeah, definitely. And we have the Talia and Zeri ban. These two champions are pretty good in the meta currently, so again, these were kind of expected. But I'm still waiting for the Sejuani ban, honestly. I think if you don't ban her, it's going to be first pick, her or Ashe.
Yeah, I mean, who do you think they would pick? Sejuani or Ashe?
Honestly, I would pick Sejuani.
Yeah.
I think I would give prio to the Sejuani.
Yeah, I would think the same thing, because then you also have Engage to work with into the Ashe. It's just a question if like the Nautilus is open, and with Jace and Malphite being our final bans to round it out, actually it's going to be a Karma first pick. So we were completely wrong on this one.
Not really. They just want to focus on the bot lane. Again, because this is a very heavy meta focusing around the bot lane. We have the Xayah and Vi pick, which are great currently in the meta. We have the Xayah Rakan duo.
Yeah, it's also really nice to have the Vi with the Engage with the Cease and Desist, to have Rakan to follow up on it as well. At the same time, King here with a lot of disengage, which is really surprising that they went for the Ezreal Karma. I wonder if they just picked it away, or if it was G2 Hell. I mean, no, if they picked it away from G2 Hell, or if King came in with the prep.
You know, the bans got super fast. You know, like they banned Ashe, they banned Aurelion Sol, as you said, and the Orianna and Ahri. This was for sure because of Tifa. Tifa is a main Orianna, and Ahri, she's very good at those champions. They banned her, so she's gonna take the Victor, as we can see here. What do you think about the Swain?
It's very interesting. I mean, I think picking it blind is a bit of a risk. The Victor pick is really strong into it, and I'm really surprised King didn't pick Victor themselves. But maybe they onto something, or they just feel very comfortable and picking Swain. No, that is strong right now.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure if actually the order of the picks and bans is actually the same one. I'm not really sure.
I mean, I would. And here's the thing, I wouldn't pick Swain blind, but I also wouldn't pick it into Victor, so it's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
But I would say, I would just go with the, it is correct. Also, On is something you can typically play into Nah, and it also fits Lysia's style as well. Where you as the top lane, I mean, right now you can't deny the top lane is in a really bad state.
Not bad state, just as always boring.
Yeah, but it's even, I mean, it always has been kind of like the bot lane focus, but I think right now it's like crazy. ADCs are really strong.
Popping off.
Yeah, they're popping off.
We're finally popping off, man. What role do you play in League?
Jungle and support.
Okay, AD carry main here.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, that's something you're happy with. I actually read that they are gonna nerf ADCs soon again.
Bro, let's focus on this patch, which is 13.4. There was no Sejuani ban, right?
Yeah, there was no pick. And there was a Maokai pick on 13.4 after it get nerfed. I mean, I mean,
they nerfed the AP side of it, but he's still great as a tank.
Yeah, that is true.
But I would have preferred the Sejuani, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
over the Maokai, definitely. But he has great engage with his R.
Yeah.
So I wish we could just see the picks and bans once again. Honestly, like just the draft.
Yeah.
To have a look at it, it's much better. But what do you think of the drafts? Who do you feel has a better draft?
I personally prefer the one of G2 more. I think it's just rounded out really, really well. And also, like if you look at the draft, actually we got it on the screen from the draft on side.
Great.
So here's the thing. So Karma Ezreal have a high range, but if you ever if you as a Vi ever are able to get in with your ultimate, then you have Rakan with the battle dance and the quickness to follow up with the grand entrance as well, just get all this engage, and on of course as well. So like there's a lot of ways you can structure it. You can even just use the Call of the Forge God to forge your engage into them, and if the Ezreal just jumps, Arcane shifts away, you can follow up with the Vi, especially if you can set up flanks as well. Like there's a lot of ways you can structure it and still get an engage happening. even though King's draft, like the bot lane especially, is very, very safe. The other thing which is going to be interesting though is like priorities, lane priorities. I mean, we look at the bot lane with Ezreal, Karma against the Xayah Khan.
Yeah, I feel like the Ezreal Karma are going to have a better time in the early stages of the game, but after that, Xayah and Rakan are going to take over.
Yeah.
And I like the G2 comp. It's very straightforward. It's very front to back type
that is true,
comp, yeah. But I'm really excited to see the Swain fixture.
Yeah, that is kind of a wild card here. And that's what I was about like also to talk about. I think this one is something we might not like, you know, I'm like me talking about draft, putting into the calculation. What does the Swain do? And here's the thing, like I think it's not the greatest into Victor. Victor is allowed to free scale, but at the same time Swain is still like a champ that's completely fine.
But is he right now in the meta?
Not really.
Yeah,
not really, but I think if you're just comfortable with it, you can...
But it's Korea picks.
Yeah, you can pull it out. I'm pretty sure they don't play it in LCK either, for example, so who knows. But I still think if there's a lot of engage into you, you can go Rylai's.
Yep.
You automatically apply a slow, for example, to set up your team. You also can just go a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure right now... I mean, I'm not that informed, so I ain't gotta be honest, but I would imagine it's the rod of Aegis you go...
Maybe we're gonna see, I mean, throughout the game, what they're gonna go for. I think the game is about to start maybe soon.
Yeah, but now the focus is on you.
Yeah, the focus is on me. So from the comps, honestly, I like G2 draft better, not gonna lie.
Yeah, agreed. But I can see King still winning this one. I wouldn't say it's one-sided, and I think King also has a very specific way they want to play this. I mean, they picked the Swain for a reason, and I'm pretty sure there's something we aren't ready for yet, because sometimes it's really like you're swinging the draft in one's favor, but there is a specific way they're gonna play out the game, and we will see it in game, and maybe we'll change our minds.
You know, they also have a great engage King with the Maokai and Maokai. And the Swain and a little bit Gnar and with Karma. So it's kind of hard to
It's not even that. They also have a good disengage. And that's going to be interesting as well, because I think there's a lot of control the Maokai can actually also take with the saplings. And if you get into like Dragon...
The early cheese. But G2 is playing it safe.
Yeah, Naga at the ward is already GG.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
So we're gonna have a typical start. G2 want to play this one safe, but look at that deep ward for G2.
Yeah, you can see they're already recalling now, going for trinket swaps.
Yeah, actually, Rakan had the Oracle Sweeper.
Yeah, and so does Vi. I mean, it's typical for jungle to have it, but also...
I mean, same for the enemy support, you know? Same for Karma.
It just already tells you they want to clear out the vision. They want to fight a lot around bot lane, and they want the enemy to not see it coming.
Exactly, but this time we have the jungler starting from both different sides, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if the Maokai is gonna just look to clear that jungle and then straight up go for a gank.
Yeah, it's very interesting because now normally you should also, because of the range, should get prior into on, right?
Yep.
So it seems like Maokai here just wants to start Raptors because there's a lot of AoE damage just to ensure that there's prior everywhere on the map and they can play around it. Can put a lot of pressure onto G2 Hell early on. As you can see right now, the push already happening on the bot side as the Mantra Inner Flame is gonna miss its target.
Yeah, they can already feel the poking, the heavy poking from Ezreal, Karma. I mean, they're gonna struggle a bit in this early phase of the game, and we talked about it. It's normal for Rakan and Xayah versus Karma and Ezreal. I'm still very excited to see if actually the Maokai is gonna try and kick, but I don't think so, because King are actually pushing.
You know, what if they actually just invade their jungle?
You mean King?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, but...
Nah, never mind.
Yeah. We might see Vi actually gank mid lane, but I don't really think so. Not at this early stage. But look at how the Gnar is pushing the orange
exactly.
under his turret.
Yeah, so...
Alright, Maokai did not actually go for it.
I was just thinking I was bringing it up because Maokai was passing towards bot side, but now talking about bot side, there's Karina actually walking up. Grand entrance coming through the ignite. Potsu is gonna kite away, but for how long? Karina still has her flash with the wall breaker. Su, is she gonna reaction flash? She actually is just gonna keep walking. Karina walking right into this one with the ignite and turn. Karina has to flash away. Kaltus is not out of that yet either. Grand entrance flash by Cologne, but it's gonna miss. Su still had the flash going, and it's first blood for King with a beautiful turn. The blade collar is not gonna finish off Su as well, and she still was sticking onto the heel too. And G2 Hell is gonna start off with a 1,000
First
gold deficit.
blood for Karma. She takes it, but this was very, very well played for King. They were 2v3. Vi actually was ganking G2, but they managed to come back from it and get the first blood.
Whoa, but look at this. Karina is thinking about ganking bot lane again, but the wave is in a too bad of a spot. Cologne not coming back in time, so she's just gonna take the scuttle crab. And meanwhile, Candleherb was taking the top side.
You know, I think for King, I'm just gonna call them with the in-game names they have, which is King Su, and I just love how King Su did not panic. Ezreal was like, okay, Vi is coming for me, I'm not gonna flash it. You know, I know my limits and I know the limits of this champion, and I'm just gonna walk right away. And she flashed at the right time, and they were able to get that kill on the Rakan.
That was really bold because if Su flashes there, just imagine
she would have lost.
The whole fight would have been completely different.
I don't think they would have fought there. It wasn't going to be the right decision.
Yeah, exactly. So now they're working with a deficit already in this game.
Look at Dinar. Look at Dinar. Dinar is warding so deep into G2 jungle.
Yeah, that's very interesting because like the team is kind of like a mixed team, but they actually prepared for this event, or like it's. I call them streamer team. I mean, that's what they
this streamer team does look more than just a streamer team. I'm telling you that.
You see that they just understand the game really, really well.
Yeah.
They work well together here. Like warding the Crux now, it's gonna give them information on the path.
No, most definitely. Also, look at how much ward they have, and this is just minute 5 of the game. They have vision so deep into G2 jungle. This is like some high-level gameplay, man.
Yeah, and it just feels like traditional, Korean play. They're just having walls everywhere. They love it. They love to have control over the game, and that's exactly what King is doing. And they play this early game really beautifully. This is great.
And they already, because they have the prio bot lane, they are going so easily for that Drake. And it's the Ocean Drake. They're starting with it. So, of course, G2 is not going to contest. They don't have prio bot lane. And yeah, they're going to secure the first Drake.
Yeah, not even 6 minutes in.
This is a fast game, fast-paced game.
Yeah,
I feel
indeed, indeed.
Yep. Can we see the game, please? Thank you. Regarding farms, it's very close, honestly. Even though like there's such a pressure from Ezreal and Karma on Colomb and Cultist.
Yeah.
Karina once again coming. Maybe we're gonna see here. They're back.
Yeah, spotted on the control ward, so it was pretty obvious.
There's 4 control wards in the map. She just claimed one right now.
Yeah, always when you say something, they end up killing it. Oh, there's an engage coming in. Su is gonna get hit by the Vault Breaker, but they're looking to turn. Candleherb is ready to just ensure safety for her teammates. I think that's also why they kind of picked the Maokai, It's not something really meta, but just, that the Ezreal and Karma have the priority, so you just want to support them.
Definitely. They were gonna go for a fight, but they were like, you know what? No. Let's play this safe. Let's display slow. So King are still pushing, shoving that wave under the tower, siege in this bot lane. Oh, we finally have the timers actually for the fix.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. This is really important.
Okay, I think. Oh my God, we have Ornn bot lane. Oh, some fight is gonna happen here.
They are so focused around bot lane here. They really want to make something happen. Oh, wait. No, it's just the animation. Oh, Karina actually got out and is gonna get out with the wall breaker. Flash coming in. Dini just takes down Colomb. At least I think so. Yep, that's the kill. Dini is gonna get it. Needs to get out of there as well. The feathers are connecting, but it's not enough damage to take her down. And with this, it's a second kill coming through.
It is a second kill coming from Dini. She's so aggressive. She flashed for that kill over Colomb here, and it just shows she's not scared.
Oh, what?
Kill for Cultist?
Killed by, the Blade Caller. All the feathers down, and I think that was her messing up.
So it was kind of 1-for-1. I feel like King should have backed. They kind of overstayed there.
Yeah, but it's really good for Cultist. I mean, in the end, they were playing on bot lane a lot. And now there's a switch. We are minute 8.
Yep, I think they're gonna go for the Herald now. We have Rakan moving with the team. All the team is going actually for the Herald there. It's a very important objective for them. Maybe to open up the map, and take more control over it, especially that they don't have much vision, as you can see.
They don't really know where exactly King is. Now Ezreal is going to show on the bottom of the map.
They only have that map. They only have that ward near the blue.
Herald is going to reset as well. That is rough for G2L right now, as they're taking a lot of time. And you look at bot lane, Su is just pushing in the wave.
Yep. Karma is moving in with the Swain. I don't think they're trying to even contest that Herald at this point. But Xayah and Rakan, they lost so much time here. This is actually not good for them.
Yeah, King just said, okay, have the Herald, that's completely fine. We're just gonna, you know, dance around, just waste your time. While Su is walking bot lane and I was crashing a wave. And Cultist and Cologne, they're still on their way. They're still not there yet.
Yeah, they actually lost, I think, maybe a wave or two. Look at that ward. Look how deep that ward is.
Yeah. Just to spot them out, walking into the lane. And that's 2 plays taken as the Grand Entrance is going to be used. I mean, it's not a big risk to take it here.
But it's Ezreal. He has his game. You can't do much about it.
Right now, G2 Hell is just trying to find something. And obviously, they are behind us. Lysia is still taking it easy. Just pulled off the coolest dance in the entire game, the on dance.
I love how Karma has a shutdown on her.
Oh, that's true. 2 kills. I mean, she flash ignited onto Cologne to kill her.
So aggressive.
Yeah.
She's definitely used to this champion. She knows the limits of this champion and the amount of damage that comes out from it. We're also having Gnar sieging the Ornn top lane.
Yeah, getting a CS advantage here.
Look at Gnar. So far, it's calm in a bit, but you know, King is actually had 2k gold.
Yeah, and they're gonna extend the lead a little bit further because they're taking another plating here.
But the dragon is soon. It's in 25 minutes, and I think it's the Chemtech. Oh, I think we're gonna have maybe 3 soon in the bot lane. Oh, they're just clearing waves, getting ready for that Drake. G2 is gonna wanna contest for the second Drake.
Yeah, you can see as well that Candlehub is there with the sapling toss, just taking control of the bot lane. 2-shot barrage used just to wave clear as the engage is coming through. Cologne, she's all on the lonesome. It's gonna get finished up really fast. Wasn't tanky enough. Karina looks for the re-engage. Cease and desist is available, but she is gonna back off. The gravity field is gonna make sure that she can actually walk out of the situation as Su might be going too deep. Still a 1-for-1 trade coming through out of this, re-engage, but in the end, small.
It is 2 for 1 actually.
Yeah,
it is 2 for 1. Actually, I feel like there was a miscommunication or something because Cologne, like the Rakan engaged, but he didn't. I feel like the Cultist and Vi were out of his range to come back.
Yeah,
and that's how he died, sadly. But it was a nice trade regarding the Maokai and the.
Yeah.
We're slowly starting to see some wards from G2 Canada. I mean, they only have the river. This is very insane.
Cologne roaming towards top lane. You can't really go for the kill here. There's no way you kill Jisoo.
Honestly, I feel like that's not a good decision. You have Drake. You don't want to contest it at all.
Yeah, it's interesting. It seems like they wanted to pull off a cross map, but maybe they also want to set up on, you know, to roam down towards bot lane so they can start it up.
Yeah. We have the Xayah mid lane now. I think we're going to see a fight soon over the Drake. G2 are already starting this Chemtech Drake.
Yeah. It seems like G2 they're reading the situation right now. They know that it is a big priority for King, so denying the Drake is just putting like them on a reset timer and it's making sure now it's 1-for-1 for Drakes.
Exactly.
It's still a 2k gold lead.
It's the Hex Gates activate. It's going to be the Hex Stick Soul. I really love this Soul because you can do so much with the gates. You can do so much plays with it.
As Karina use the wall breaker to get in range. Grand Entrance used. There's the Nature's Grab to disengage, and it's so easy to disengage here. Su still have to flash, but the Cease and Desist still came through. Can they finish off Karina before Su is gonna die? The answer is yes, but Su will die anyways. And with the quickness, Dini is gonna get focused on as well. But now Hehe is coming in, back into this. Doesn't hit the snare, but the rest of the abilities are spot on Cologne. I'm not sure if she can get out of this. The Grand Entrance still on cooldown, and the root barely misses in this one, so King is still able to turn it. Now can focus on bot lane, and I actually also think the Herald, it wasn't used, right?
No, I don't think so.
It timed out.
Yeah, I think so. It was a 1-for-2. It was a very nice fight from G2 actually, but Hehe was just like, hello, Hehe, and she was able to crash that kill onto the Rakan or Karina, I'm not quite sure. No, she wasn't able to actually catch the Rakan.
Yeah. But this is so far a really incredible game by King. The only downside for them right now is that they didn't really get the Drake. But even when G2 Hell was doing Herald or Dragon, King also knew how they want to answer the map when they respected, okay, we are late. We are too late to take this.
I'm assuming, well, from what it looks like, I think the first tower is going to be bot lane for King. We'll see. So the Ezreal and Karma roam top lane. I think they're going to go for the top. Maybe they're going to look to get that Herald. because they weren't able to get it the first time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, right now they're at the point where they're just under so much control over the game. They have been the entire game, to be honest, but it's even bigger because right now they want another fight. They're finishing their first items. They are having over 3,000 gold lead in their pockets, and they're grouping up on mid lane right now with the Herald spawning fairly soon.
Definitely, we have Gale Force from Xayah and first item from Ezreal. Things looking very good for King. I think everyone has his first item.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ryla, Sunfire, we have Trinity Force, Essence Reaver, and the Shuelias. Karina is showing up bot lane, but Jisoo really respecting it.
I was wrong. Actually, the first tower, G2 took the first tower on the bot lane.
They got a lot of damage down because King actually pulled off the rotation. Now G2 is actually able to answer it, and this time it goes the opposite way. King was first at the objective, and G2 was, you know what, that's completely fine. We respect that. And now we focus on bot lane and take the turret there, get the first blood turret as well, which is gonna get them more gold. But at the same time now, King is gonna pick up Herald. And
they're gonna pick up the Herald and go for the top tower. I think they're gonna want to put it there to get that cross map play. An answer to the first tower taken by G2. They have the vision. They know Vi was there. But hey, look at the map now.
Yeah.
It is full of G2 vision. We noticed that, yeah?
Yeah, that's true. They focus on bot lane. Oh, Golem. Caught out. Grand Entrance is gonna get her out. Nothing big here happening. But they still have the Herald now, so they didn't use the top lane. But where do you think they will use it in the end?
Either mid or... Could be... I don't think bot lane was... Maybe. I don't know. I don't know yet, honestly. But I love how now it's G2. They have such deep wards into King jungle, and they just have more vision in general over the map.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna look for the third Drake.
And they were looking for Karina too, I think.
So it's gonna be a Hex deck as we talked about. Trying to clear the vision around the river.
Yeah, spawning in 35 seconds. And both teams are going to look to get priority. Also important to look at the teleports. Here is top lane, so is Tifa, but here teleport is just coming up. So Tifa could react earlier if they have time to teleport on the side of G2 Hell. If they time them, I know Swain can't go in yet and could force an engage.
We see an
Call
engagement.
Of the got used. Ooh, Twisted Lance to make sure to get out for now. Natural Scar was also used, but she's so isolated, taking up all the damage, but it's still not enough. G2 Hell with another great kill. Zhu wants to get more out of this one, wants to get a kill back. Even Arcane shifting over the wall, knowing that G2 Hell has nothing to use anymore. They might still try to look for a fight here because Karina is so damn low on HP. And for now, they're going back towards mid lane. They want to get the prio there. The question is, are they still going to look to contest the Drake? Never mind, they're going to catch out G2. Tifa! And she's going to die on the rotation.
Out of position, sadly, and they were able to cut her up. And also, the same thing happened to Maokai. He was caught out of position. True. Thanks to G2 vision. Because it was so deep into King jungle. So it's a 1-for-1, but it is, of course, for the favor of G2 because they were able to secure the Hex.
Yeah, you could also see that G2 how they used the vision they were setting up because they ignored the Herald and were focusing on the Drake.
Yeah. I think we might see another...
Oh, there's the engage. Mega now used. Karina is trying her best to get out of it. Teleport by Lysia is gonna knock up Jisoo. Turret's gonna get taken down to ensure there's no more damage. And now all the damage on G2 Hell is gone as Hehe is just taking them all down with the Swain and the Ryla.
That's why the Swain.
Yeah, that's why the Swain.
That's why the Swain.
I mean, this is also something you really realize when G2 Hell is going for an engage. Even when they were catching out the Maokai, they had a hard time to actually finish off Candle.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was the right timing for Lysia to TP, honestly. What happened into the fight is that just Swain was like, hey, I'm here, guys.
Yeah.
And we were able to deal so much damage. But it was very good ult from Candle Herb here and the engage of Jisoo.
Yeah.
She's like, this is a great opportunity. I'm going to go for it. We're going to have a replay, right, to see exactly what happened here.
So talk me through this replay. What happened?
So they put the Herald. Gnar jumps over, make a Gnar here. They deal so much damage to Karma and the Ezreal. But here you think, okay, actually G2 got this, you know, they're gonna come back. But they were able to isolate the Ornn.
Yeah,
they got the Ornn, Swain flashed in, and the rest is history.
Yeah, that is very true. They isolated the Ornn really, really well.
Yep.
As you pointed out, you could see it's them just not being able to take, put down the damage despite the engage.
Exactly. Like G2 couldn't actually damage King because he was so, Ornn was as I said, like
so deep,
isolated, so deep into King team.
Exactly. So now He is actually popping the ultimate on Swain.
How much is the cooldown for the ultimate?
Yeah, that's actually really low.
Yeah, right? I feel like
yeah, it's really hard. Like we didn't play, like we didn't see a lot of Swain. I wasn't really ready for the pick, and then I'm just seeing this now.
Gonna
Like,
check
that's
that
crazy.
after this game.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah. So we're learning that Swain is actually pretty good pick into this meta.
Yeah, yeah. It's always interesting to see those surprise picks because I completely changed my mind now on how the draft is gonna play out.
Ooh, Candle Herb.
Got out. Care. Twisted Advance is gonna get Candleheart out again.
Yeah.
But yeah, not out enough. The Nature's Grasp is also gonna help her a bit, but she's gonna get taken down.
But
the Cease and Desist makes sure you can't get away from the G2 Hell team.
And it's not enough for them to go for a Baron, sadly, even though they took the Jungler for King. She was kind of took out of position there. And, you know, Ezreal and Karma are like, you know, we don't want to fight this. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's stay out of it. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, G2 Hell just crashing away from top lane. They're looking for recalls together. You can see the bot lane recalling. You can see Tifa recalling as well. As actually, never mind. Keltis ends up staying for another wave, probably for an item finish. This could be the not very quick blades.
Yeah, most likely it is the best item on her with the Gale Force.
Yeah.
It gives her so much damage.
Oh, she needs to care though. Turret is almost taken. It's gonna fall now. Countess is gonna get zoned, and yeah, that was an overstay.
Sadly, she was out of position there. She overstayed there, and they were able to capitalize on that kill. And I think they're gonna go for the Baron now.
Yeah.
Will we see a contest from G2?
Well,
will we see a steal from G2?
They surely are going to contest it. The Karina's going to attempt to steal, and it's definitely not out of this world to think that she could go for it. Let's see how they control the map. Jisoo is going to have Mega now soon, and that's actually huge because it will help you a lot to just zone out Karina, especially with a member's advantage. Countess is still dead, and she's the biggest member on G2 Hell, as she's doing her best, but Karina is still going to get into the Baron pit. Maokai gets the smite, Cease and Desist used in the Baron pit as Jisoo is also going to get focused out, but she did her job to zone away the rest of the team. And with this, we are splashing in, and the Baron is going over to King. With the 1-for-1 trade, that's huge for them. That's a lot of gold and push power, and yeah, they are doing amazing.
It's huge for them. King were able to secure the Baron for only Jisoo died for 2. You know, they took Karina and Tifa. It was great ult from Candle Herb actually, and I feel like that's okay. We have her play. Great to see what exactly happens. Go. We have the ult here. We have the Ornn who engaged. Jisoo is dealing so much damage as ignored, and she's not dying.
And then Karina, if she was able to still enter the pit, it would have been a whole different fight, or even outcome now in the game if she steals the Baron there. But in the end, really confident smite by Candle Herb.
Knew exactly when to. And this, you know, Candle Herb is Danmansu. Danmu, and shows how experienced she is.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's also another interesting pickup by her is the even shot.
Oh yeah. They're gonna take the second Drake here, King. At this point, there's so much gold difference. It's 7, right? Yeah, it's 7k difference.
Should I pull out the calculator?
Yeah, pull out the calculator here.
See, you said that, and at that point it took the turret, and you cast the curse.
Okay, wait. I think Vi is gonna die here.
Is she? I think Karina can still stall a bit and then use the wall breaker to get out. I mean, Candle Herb, if she walks up, get the Twisted Advance and roots up, maybe there's a chance, but in the end, Karina is going to get out. It's going to take a lot of damage, though. The Ezreal really starts hurting. 3 items Ezreal already. That's pretty crazy.
Yep. But I love how the difference in CS between the 2 AD carries is there is no difference.
There's no difference. It's exactly the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we see Dinar is actually much more ahead. 30 CS difference compared to the Ornn, and in general we feel that King has a lot of lead. They have 5 towers, they have 2 Drakes, and the gap is getting bigger and bigger when it comes to gold.
Yeah, that's true. And seems like there's actually also a gap between Europe and Korea right now.
I told you. No, I mean I didn't, but I honestly like. You can expect so much from Korean teams.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. I mean, it's really exciting to see this because this changed the whole thing up. Rice was always bragging about, yeah, we're going to beat G2, but what if G2 isn't even the best team at the tournament?
Exactly.
So everyone was, including me, was expecting G2 Hell to do well. But then, again, we got to give like the, benefit of the doubt. This is the best of 1. King came in with some surprises as well.
Gift from God, which is King,
to
spice up the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it doesn't mean like, King is like it definitely changed the role for them as being, you know, the favorite, because G2 Hell was the previous favorite, and they take over, you know, like take away this favorite title from them. But at the same time, it's a best of one. So you drop down. G2 Hell is gonna get the loser bracket buff, you know.
Yeah. No, definitely. I wanted to mention that it's a best of one. Things like this could happen. This really doesn't tell you a lot about the level, but it kind of does at the same time. We see that the players are super experienced here. I think there's gonna have a fight. Vi engage.
Call of the Forge Guard coming out. Karina still has the cease and desist to actually focus out Candle Help. But G2 doesn't want to focus her out because she's too tanky. They want to focus on the carries, and now she finally can get it off. But no one of her teammates is there. Karina's just gonna die, and now the rest of the team is lacking the abilities to get onto the target, to get the focus going here. Calcis with the Feather Storm is gonna stay alive. Flash. And Blade Caller is not gonna deal any damage because it isn't hitting any target, as she will get finished off as well. It's 2-0 in favor of King.
It's 2-0 in favor of King. Dude, I'm not sure if you saw... It's still going!
Tifa is gonna get hit. Goes golden. Cologne is gonna try her best to keep her alive, but in the end, she's gonna die with her.
And we could
actually see the game ending. Karina is gonna respawn in 5 seconds already, but they are definitely going for it. They're confident that they can finish it off here. Lysia is trying her best to finish the wave off here. Now, Karina's
what are you doing?
She's just trying to clear the wave, and the wave is cleared, but they might still be able to finish it off.
They're gonna clear her.
Yeah, Karina is gonna die. Lysia is on the death time as well, 35 seconds. Kalt is finally respawning. She will be able to clear the wave as so much action was happening.
So much action.
Solo. Yeah, their lone resources is gonna back off for now.
It's gonna back up for now. Oh my god, too many team fights. This was insane from King. They were able to get so much advantage. They got the 2 towers and they got the inhibitor.
Yeah.
Here, they didn't want to finish because they were low, and the cooldowns and the timer on the death came back for G2. But wow, you know, I wish we could get a replay to show you how good the positioning of Ezreal was. Ezreal literally went back, and the damage he dealt was insane. She dealt so much damage. She literally kind of 3 Qs Vi, and Vi was dead.
Indeed. I mean, you could also see, like, Karina, she was holding on the cease and desist.
Yeah.
And then when she was finally able to use it on the right target, her teammates were already zoned off.
Exactly. This is something that King has been doing super well throughout this game, is they are able to zone out some members of G2, and they capitalize on that.
Yeah, that's something they do insanely well. It's also something where their comp can create a lot of spacing. Maokai, Swain, even the Gnar with the Mega Gnar.
And they're going to go for the Baron now. I thought G2 should contest this one.
It looks like they're
going for it. Melting it. They're melting the Baron.
It's gone.
You don't even have the chest. Like you close your eyes. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah. They weren't ready for this. I think G2L actually, with Drake spawning soon, they were kind of setting up for that. And they got caught off guard completely. They didn't think King would just start off the Baron, and now with the Baron buff, they're looking to get onto Soul Point. For both of those teams, it would be Soul Point. Getting the next Drake would just put the other team on a big timer to get the Hextech Soul for themselves after 5 minutes
Definitely.
of waiting.
I think G2 is not even going to contest this. They need to clear the wave mid lane, and I don't think they can even, contest this straight. Their King are much stronger. Their tank, they have so much tanks and, and so much damage. Like, how can you even fight this game at this point?
Yeah, definitely, completely agreeing here.
Almost, more than 10k difference of gold.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I don't see a way for G2 Hell to come back into this one. But in the end, we saw a lot of early game action. Do you think this was like the deciding factor? Like, do you think if G2 Hell, if there was a different kind of early game where they didn't actually lose it early, that they would do better?
Maybe, but this is all just speculation. But in general, I feel like the macro of King is a bit better than G2.
Yeah.
He's like, they know exactly where to go, they know exactly when, and the vision again, where we talked about, they had such an insane domination when it comes to the vision early game for King, and that helped them get so many kills. Yeah,
Karina's looking for an engage, but Dangmu is just standing up front to make sure she can't actually use the cease and desist, and he is just running in with the Swain, and now Mega Gnar onto 3 targets out of nowhere, coming through Dangmu with the triple kill. Might as well make it a Quadra as a tank. Maokai, this is crazy.
Oh my god, what is this champion Quadra kill for Maokai?
And this is game. Maokai, is this gonna be the game? King is actually coming in hot with the upset, and that was a stomp. G2 Hell got decimated, but not by Rise Gaming. It actually was King who is gonna get the ticket into the winners matchup, and that is, it's just amazing. what a gameplay by them.
What a gameplay indeed. King were able to dominate this game over G2. They did super well, and they brought us such a different comp, you know, with the Gnar.
Yeah, I love it.
I love. Oh yeah, you see the last team fight?
Yeah.
You know how he, I think, pushed 4 or 3 members into the wall?
Yeah, exactly. That was amazing, amazing Magna ult. And with this, I mean,
Then Marika get Quadra. Why is this tank champion so strong? Why? But to be fair, they were much ahead.
Yeah, they were really ahead, but still, you don't expect in that fight. Like you have the Ezreal dealing out so much damage, and the Swain as well. A lot of consistent damage and a lot of consistent bursts on the Ezreal, and then the Maokai is picking up the Quadra kill. It was a bit crazy, but in the end, I'd say like a really strong early game, and from there on. King had a lot of control throughout the game. A few picks G2L could go for here and then, but in the end that wasn't enough, and King was clearly just playing out the game really well.
Exactly, King was clearly the better team for this best of 1,
Yeah.
but it's a best of 1, so I'm really excited to see how G2 is gonna adjust and change their craft throughout this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this flips the whole tournament, the whole expectations.
I told you.
A lot of teams were focusing on G2Hell. Rise Gaming, they said they will decimate G2Hell, and they might even do that, but that it could still be that King would be the favorite in the end. And there's also a really good chance that we actually see King and Rise later on. Next game is going to be King against Galaxy Racer, and the winner is going to face off against King.
No, I think next game is going to be Rise versus Galaxy Racer.
Yeah. Isn't that what it said?
They said King versus Galaxy.
Oh, oops. Yeah, my bad.
It's okay. So now King actually qualifies for the
winners final, I would call it, yeah.
Yeah, they qualify for the winners final. No, I think they still have to win versus the Rise.
Upper bracket final. Call it like that. Yeah, there's a lot of definitions you can go for.
The Korean team really showed an amazing game today. Amazing comp. The macro was on point.
It's crazy. It's definitely not what I expected, especially like I knew King, I put them on the map already. Like I was telling you, I think the macro is great, the game understanding is great, but I still favored G2Hell. You were going with King. But I was also you know, thinking, okay, there's a chance, but still G2Hell, they have the structure and everything. They should win this, but this is definitely like showing that King can be seen. Yeah, it's a game changer. It's a game changer for the whole tournament, and I think we can clearly say that King is the favorite now. But I wouldn't count G2Hell out yet.
Exactly, because it's a best of 1. But as you mentioned, there's a point you talked about which is very good, and it's the fact that, you know, there's so much information about G2. Everyone knows what they're playing. They know their weaknesses, they know their strengths, but not King.
Yeah. And with this, we're gonna jump over to the highlights.
Yeah, let's see the highlights.
I pick myself again. I do everything I can. You are not meant to be. Sun is out, light is real. The loving on where we travel to. In the planet lies all the truth we hide.
Never fall. Peace.